Hi friends, it's Jennifer Gillette. I am a senior team leader and new consultant trainer with Mary and Martha. And today this is video number 3 in a series of 4 videos on new consultant training 101, direct selling 101, network marketing 101. We're going over every month one new skill, and there's 4 skills. So the first video was on the skill of booking. The second video was on coaching, specifically hostess coaching, partnering with your hostess for higher sales, partnering with your hostess for more bookings, just all the things hostess coaching. That was last month. And this month we're on month 3. So we're talking about the third skill, which is selling, because we are in direct sales. So this is a sales business. So this month we'll be focusing all of our training on selling skills. And then next month we'll be talking about the 4th skill, which is recruiting. So let's just start right off the top with a disclaimer. So in the first video, and I'll link all 4 videos. Hold on a second, my timer's going off. I will link all 4 videos below, or the 3, booking, coaching, well, the 2, booking and coaching, below in the comments. So if you haven't watched the first 2 videos, you can kind of get a grasp of like where we've been and where we're going. But one of the things I've been talking about is that direct sales is a very simple profession. It's not easy, but it's very simple. And truly, if you'll learn to master these 4 skills, you can have success in any direct sales company. So I'll be specifically talking to Mary and Martha Consultants because that's the company that I represent. But if you're in Pampered Chef, or you're in Mary Kay, or you're in Tupperware, you can kind of take the tips and the things that I'm sharing and you can tweak them to fit your direct sales business. But my disclaimer is, of all 4 of the skills, this is my weak link. I would say probably my strongest skill is in booking. So I felt very confident talking about booking and hostess coaching because I've done so much of it. And recruiting is just something that comes very natural because I love what I do, and not just in direct sales, but like whatever I'm a part of. If I'm a part of a ministry or an outreach organization, I'm really good at recruiting volunteers and getting people to come along and be a part of the mission. It's just something that comes natural to me. I guess my enthusiasm, my passion makes other people want to join what I'm doing. But selling, for some reason, this is my weak link. So all of us are going to have a weak link. So as I'm sharing these 3 tips today on skill number 3, just kind of keep that in mind. If you're looking for some, like, to get to the next level, maybe your party average is below your company average, and you want to increase your selling skills, there's lots of great training out there that you can research. I actually almost had one of my consultants lead this call because she consistently outsells me. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to feel the inadequacy, feel the unqualification to talk about selling, and I'm going to come on here and do it anyway and just be real with you guys, because none of us are perfect. And of these 4 skills, you'll probably have 1 or 2 that are your strong suits. Like for me, it's booking and recruiting. And then, selling is at the bottom. It's like my weakest link. Then probably hostess coaching is like a step above that. I'm getting better the more I practice. But the first tip I'm going to share with you guys today, if you're brand new and you feel like you're not a salesperson or you're not the sales type, you're in good company. If you're an introvert and you'd rather just kind of read a book and be at home and instead of asking someone to book a direct sales party with you, you're in good company, okay? But the first tip I want to sell with you, I should have went back and looked at my stats. I have probably a pretty impressive number for someone who doesn't consider herself good at sales. I've consistently been at the top in sales in every company I've ever represented, but it's really because of consistency and consistently doing gatherings. Because you string enough $200, $300, $400 parties together, you're going to have good sales, right? You can be a fantastic salesperson and have $2,000, $3,000 parties every time you hold them, but you only hold 2 or 3 parties a year. Well, you're not going to be top in sales. The turtle will beat you every time, okay? So selling tip number 1, this isn't even on my list, but I'm just going to write it. I'm going to say it. Consistency. So whatever you do, be consistent. So let's say you're 3 months into your business and you've consistently held 1 to 2 gatherings every month. Instead of giving yourself a stretch goal to hold 12 parties a month, just consistently work on those 1 to 2 parties that you've already been doing. Just keep doing that. Be consistent, because then after 5 or 6 months of holding 1 or 2 gatherings or parties a month, you can look back and see what your party average is. And then when you want to bump up a little bit to, like, let's say 3 or 4 parties a month or 1 party a week, just stretch yourself a little bit, but stay consistent. You're going to be able to test what your metrics are. And a perfect example is about 1.5 years into my Mary and Martha business, I went from doing 1 or 2 parties a month as an executive consultant to making a decision to stretch myself a little bit to do 3 or 4 parties a month. And that's when I qualified for our company incentive trip, just by stretching myself a little bit. So consistency, that is tip number 1. Now, if you're consistently holding 1 to 2 parties a week, again, I want to encourage you, instead of stretching yourself to do 2 to 3 a week or whatever your next, big push goal is, just stay where you're at, holding those, being consistent. Don't burn yourself out. Hold that 1 to 2 parties a week you're already doing, and then just look to see how you can maybe tweak little things and the tips I'm going to share today to take what you're doing, same activity, but more results. Okay, we're going to work smart and we're going to work hard, but we're not going to go crazy. We're going to maintain our balance and our peace in our life while growing the sales skill. Okay, so tip number 1, consistency. Tip number 2, this is very, very important. This is the first thing I wrote down to talk to you guys about. Selling is, if you're taking notes, selling is seeing a need and filling it. Selling is seeing a need and filling it. That's all it is. So if someone is looking for a wedding shower gift, or someone is looking for a graduation gift, or someone is remodeling a kitchen or a bathroom, or they're getting ready to move and they're looking to stage their home, when you see that need and then you fill it, you offer a solution to their problem, that's all sales is. Okay? If you have a friend or a customer who loves our products but doesn't have the money to buy them, and you see a need, they love our products, and there's a problem, they don't have the money to buy them, and you fill that need by offering them, and this gets into skill number 1, booking, but you offer them the opportunity to host a gathering and earn a free and half off shopping spree. In Mary and Martha, our average hostess earns a $100 free shopping spree, 3 half off items. That's for an average party, around $500, 5 or 6 orders. That is selling. Offering someone the opportunity to book a party is selling. You're seeing a need and you're filling it. So I think the biggest tip and the biggest takeaway is, if you can look at sales as a gift, and you're not trying to take from someone, you're not trying to get sales, you're trying to give someone high quality products to use in their home, simple gift solutions for upcoming events that they may need to buy for Mother's Day, Father's Day, bridal showers, housewarming gifts, and just our own personal shopping needs. I love shopping at all the home decor places. So I love shopping with Mary and Martha too. I love candles, I love pillows, I love blankets, I love seeing what's new. So selling, it's just seeing a need and filling it. So I think when you can make that shift from you're trying to get sales or take something, because nobody wants to feel that way, right? Like we're taking from somebody, but we all want to feel generous and like we're helping and we're giving people a gift. So selling is seeing a need and filling it. So that's success tip number 2. Success tip number 3, this is really important. Okay, I wrote this down. Be authentic and genuine. Don't be weird. So if your upline or your leader tells you to do something and you're like, oh, that doesn't sound authentic to me, that doesn't resonate with me, don't do it. Now, I'm not saying don't stretch yourself out of your comfort zone. And if you feel like God is pushing you to do something that you feel uncomfortable with, but you want to get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, by all means do that. But if it's something that you see and everybody else is doing it, but when you hear it, you're just like, oh, that doesn't feel right to me, that doesn't seem authentic, that doesn't resonate with me, either tweak it and change it so it does feel authentic and genuine, But don't be weird, because for this business to be sustainable and for you to be consistent, you're going to need to only do things that resonate with you, that you feel good about. So for me, for example, my first year in business, I just held 1 or 2 gatherings consistently every month, right in my VIP group, my customer group on Facebook, because that felt authentic and genuine to me. My goal was to build 100 new customers and hold 10 gatherings. So 10 gatherings with 10 customers at each gathering. And I just had a goal to do that within my first year, and we hit it. We had a little over 90 customers about 10 months in, and then by the time the end of that first year, we hit 100 customers. And I took it at a nice, slow, and steady pace because that was comfortable to me. So this is a little free training here on comfort zone. I think the word comfort zone has a negative connotation. A lot of times people hear like doing life in your comfort zone is like mediocrity, or you're not giving your all. But I think living in your comfort zone is really about finding what gives you peace, and back to authenticity and being genuine, finding out what really works for you. So back to my story at the beginning, when I made the decision to earn the company all-inclusive trip, which actually that activity pushed me into team leader. I met Felicia Greenwood, who became my first team leader, which made me promote to senior team leader. All of that happened from me finding a comfort zone of 1 to 2 parties a month and pushing up to 3 to 4 parties a month, which was a little bit extra activity, but it was still comfortable. And it was, I was driven by something that I wanted to do. Because when you're driven by trying to be like somebody else and you don't have a genuine, authentic goal that's all yours, a why that you feel passionate about, you're doing it like for someone else, or you feel like I need to do this to be successful, and you feel weird or icky when you're doing it, that's never going to be sustainable. You won't be able to stay consistent, which is success tip number 1. So just find your comfort zone, find what you feel good with. And if you need to stretch yourself a little bit to push for something so that you stay motivated and excited, because if your goals are too low, you also won't stay consistent because it's uninspiring. So you need to find that sweet spot, comfort, where you're pushing yourself enough that you stay excited and motivated, but you're not pushing yourself so hard that you're going to burn out, crash, fade away, and stop being consistent. Okay. So the last tip I'm going to share with you today, and this is again very specific to Mary Martha, but this is how I've boosted my sales, and this is a huge tip. So customer specials. This is literally how you can double and triple your party sales. So I'm going to share an example of how you can do this at an in-home gathering, and then I'll tweak how you can do it if you're doing a Facebook or like a texting party or something virtual. But anytime someone gets ready to check out at an in-home party, and let's say their order is $120, look and see, I take 120 on my little calculator on my phone and I divide it. That's 3. They qualify for 3 customer specials. So the words I use is I have a customer special flyer there. It has all the pictures of all the different specials. They spend $35. They qualify for 1 customer special for each $35 spent. So I look at their order and I'm like, oh, Sally, you actually qualify, because people love to qualify for things, right? You qualify for 3 of our March customer specials based on your order. And so I show them the flyer and I said, would you like to add a couple of these to your order? You qualify for 3. And I just say that a couple of times. And then here's the sales secret. Be quiet. Make the ask, get excited, be enthusiastic, and then let them look at the specials, because they'll either look on the list and be like, no, I don't think I want anything, because they don't see anything they like, or they've spent enough money, or they're at their budget, or they'll find 1 or 2 they like and they're like, ooh, I really like this one. And just start writing and ask them the item number, write it all down. You can take a $120 order with 3 customer orders to over $200. And so if you have 3 or 4 people that qualify for those customer specials, you can double or triple your sales like that. And in an average party, 8 to 10 people in attendance, you can take what could have been $600 or $700 in sales to be like a $1,200 party and up, just by adding customer specials. So again, that's seeing the need and filling it. Okay, so don't be afraid to ask, be bold. If they don't want it, they'll tell you. Another success tip, back to the customer specials. If that Sally doesn't want any of hers, or let's say she wants one, but she qualified for 3 and it's being shipped to Host, there's 2 more customer specials up for grabs. So anybody at that party, you can add those on. And then I always offer my hostess to be able to pick if there's any leftover customer specials. She can add those on to that customer's order, because all of that counts towards her hostess rewards and the total party sales. And as a consultant, again, if they're local to you, you can add one of the customer specials for yourself on that if the customer qualified and didn't want any more. But that one tip alone for boosting your sales is huge. So at a online party, virtual party, any type, however you're doing that, how it would work, if they check out online and it's a direct ship order, which is the default, there's no way to modify it after they've already placed the order. It's done unless they chose ship to Host. Then you can actually go in when you're closing out the party, and you can send them a message on Facebook, say, hey, you qualified for X amount of customer specials, text them the flyer, let me know if you'd like to add one of these to your order. You can modify their credit card amount that they're charged. You can add that extra customer special on their order before you submit the party. And always talk it up at your parties, make it a big deal. What I found a lot of times at parties, if we've got too many sales going on, like I just did a launch party and there was like 3 different sales happening. And so then customers at the end of the party started grabbing things. Is this on sale? Is this on sale? So I was like, whoa, we have to stop this. So I said, so here's how it works. So let's take the sales items away. Basically everything is on sale. If you want this item, and I pointed to something I knew wasn't on sale, this is X amount, this tray is $80. You would qualify for 2 customer specials. And then I would show them the customer special flyer. And I'd be, so you get to pick any of these, 2 items for this special price. And then they got excited, because then they're like, oh, I can buy anything I want, and then I'm going to qualify for one of these at the sale price. So just keep it super simple. Let people know about all the sales, but then you want to really rein it in and get it like focused on you can get anything you want. So then that particular customer ended up purchasing 2 different items that were full price and qualifying for 4 customer specials on her order. So, and then once they've done that, then you can show them, okay, did you want to add any of the sale items that was like outside of the customer specials? Because you guys know, Mary and Martha, if we're having a sale, if they purchase any of those sale items, they don't count towards the spend 35, get the customer specials, because they're already on sale. But yeah, so that one tip right there will really help to triple or at least double your sales, just offering the customer special. And then again, when you're closing out the party, the hostess will get all of her host rewards. She can also shop Hostess retail. So if she wants one of the customer specials and there's none that are up for grabs, you can put, like, let's say she wanted something that's $35. You could do that under Hostess retail, and then she'll qualify for a customer special. And again, that boosts her party sales, what she gets for free and half off, and you get commissioned on that too. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm really excited about training next month on recruiting, because I feel like that is one of my strengths, and it's something that comes really effortless to me. I don't really think about it, so it'll give me time to sit down and get clear about, what are the things that I do? Why don't I have any roadblocks with this, so that I can pass that information on to you? But I hope this training was helpful. I should have said this in the beginning, but if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I post all kinds of content on direct sales success, how to be successful in direct sales. And like the video and comment below one takeaway or the most important or most helpful tip that you got on today's sales training video. So I hope, again, this is encouraging to you. Like I said, I've done 6-figure businesses in direct sales for almost getting ready to celebrate my 20th year in direct sales in June of this year, 2022. Started my first company back in 2002. And I've done that not even being a top seller. I've done that through team building and consistency and just hustle, just going out and holding a consistent number of gatherings every month. And like I said at the beginning, you throw enough $200 or $300 parties together, you're gonna do better than those people that are amazing sellers that do less work. But yeah, so again, selling is seeing a need and filling it. Be consistent, be authentic and genuine. Don't be weird. And customer specials. Don't reinvent the wheel. Mary and Martha makes it so easy for us to be successful and giving incentives for our customers and our hosts that we don't need to put anything out of pocket. We can just totally rely on what the company is doing and use those to promote to our customers and our hosts. That's eventually going to benefit us in our income that we earn just by promoting the things that the company already provides for us for free. And this is huge, you guys. There's a lot of direct sales companies out there that don't have a company sponsored Hostess rewards program. And this means that those rewards, those free gifts that the consultant gives to people for hosting gatherings or hosting parties, I think they call it in other companies, that comes out of the consultant's pocket. So that affects their bottom line. So with Mary and Martha, we're earning between 25% and 41% commission. And then all of the host rewards are 100% paid for by the company. Not a penny of that comes out of our pocket. All of our, when people pay with a credit or debit card, we don't pay any credit processing fees. All of that is paid for by the company. So y'all, be excited, take advantage. I searched for about 2 years. I got out of direct sales. I was a little burnt out from it. And I searched for a couple of years. I was looking for a Christian direct sales company that offered home decor. And Mary and Martha, I did a Google search. Mary and Martha popped up. And y'all, there's nothing like it in the marketplace. I mean, the compensation plan, the Hostess rewards program, the company culture, the fact that we don't have any quotas, that we can literally become a consultant, and as long as we order at least $1 in a rolling 3-month period, we're considered active. I mean, come on. And I was like, well, I'm going to buy at least a devotional for myself every 3 months, every 90 days, a 100-day devotional journal, $15. So it's just, this company is amazing, you guys. So when you've got a company like that and you've mastered those first 2 skills, booking and coaching, the selling, if it's not where it needs to be, the better you get at your hostess coaching and the more hosts you get that are excited, that want to book, the higher your party sales are going to be. Even if you're like me and selling isn't really your skill or something that comes natural, if you're just consistent and you put enough together, it will work. Like I said, 3 to 5 parties a month, and I was able to earn an all expense paid trip that I actually registered for today, and I'll be going April 1st through 5th. I'm so excited that Mary and Martha provides that for consultants. You don't have to be a leader to earn an incentive trip. So, okay, I'm done being excited, but all of that was on my heart, and so I wanted to share it with you guys. Thanks again for supporting this channel. If you have any other ideas for videos, post those below in the comments. Next month in April, I'll be coming on and doing the 4th video in this series of 4 videos. And then starting in May, I'm open to suggestions on different things that you guys want to learn about direct sales and being successful marketing your business online. All right, you guys, have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye.